Hi guys, I'm the Inventing Cannon and this is my journey to becoming a 2-star rider. So this is Lulu, and if you don't know about Lulu, Lulu is my mum's horse and I'm spending the season riding her for mum. However, we've been finding when we have a few issues when we take her out, she stops at every single fence. She's really spooky and we've been trying to figure out what is going on, and I think in this video we've figured it out. So what was the really turning point for us is that we had a lesson with Abby Long, and it was an individual lesson, so she was completely on her own. It was all the trees and that, so she couldn't even see her mate, and she was so amazed. And we think it's down to the fact if she can see her mate, she will not focus on the jumping, she will focus on being nappy back to her mate.
Really confident today. Yeah, I think she's on her own.
So we're out at a training day and she's completely on her own, and she was a little bit funny at the start wanting to go home. So what I do is I do a lot of movement with her. So I canter around, let her spook at all the jumps surrounding her, and then once she starts being the relaxed sound, I'm like, okay, I'll ask you some questions. So I like to ask her questions that are very simple. She's completely fine with walking in and out of the ditch and stuff like that. I always take her at a walk or a trot, and then I let her just see what she's going to do. Ideally, what I'd normally do is I'd find some really, really tiny jumps and let her try them first. But unfortunately, at the National Equestrian Centre, you can only jump what is flagged. And there were no little jumps flags. They were all minimum 65. So I was like, okay, this ditch is still pretty inviting. She can still clamber in and out of it. And when I find she starts to do this, so she trots and then she canters into the last few strides and jumps a jump, she is ready to go. So I always double check by doing another canter, and we decided to give this jump a go. I was a bit like, okay, we'll see how you go. And as you can see, she's very much at her stage where she's like, let me jump. I was getting a really good feeling from her. Like, look at the way she's coming to the jumps. Like, she is very much enjoying this. She loved popping through this combination. So I was like, okay, we might add a little question in here. And this jump, like, no issue. She's not even looking at the jump at all. So coming down this line here, she is just like, oh, she is just so cute. That ditch to here, I find, is a very awkward stride. So I did get that ugly ass jump. One of the things I've been doing with Lulu is that I let her come up to the jump and look at it. Let her have a little sniff. One of her biggest things when she was stopping at jumps, I let her come up to it, sniff, and she would touch the jump with her nose, and then I'd ask her again, and normally she would jump it. But look at her here. So this is the one we've let her look at it, and honestly, no issues. Like, I was like absolutely beaming because these type of jumps normally would just make you stop. But she's like a completely different horse out here. So I was really starting to feel like we were bowling along, so we started adding in a few courses. This jump here was slightly smaller than the couch she jumped before, so I was like, you can be all right to jump this. And she was really starting to get her mojo on. Coming up to this fence, when I came up to it, was bigger than what I realized. And I've realized once after jumping it, it was just a very awkward kind of jump to really figure out where to jump. Like, the ground line was more odd than what I expected. So I came around and just popped her over again. It was a much better jump, but I was like, we'll just leave that jump because I wasn't the most biggest fan of that jump in general. And then we came back to the water and just popped her in or out, and she very much is unfazed about water jumps. Like, she's quite confident going in and out of the water. So coming up to this fence, I was like, this is definitely more of an ask, and we did get a bit of an awkward jump with myself, but this jump here was a good 80, and she was honestly super honest.
Alright, she is so honest.
So we came back and did this jump line again, and this was my favorite jump of the day, these two, because they were just so... She was just so amazing with her jumping, and she was feeling so confident, and I feel like I was gaining so much confidence with her as well. We also popped her in or out of banks. Lulu did a lot of tricking with mum, and we find like banks, ditches, water, she's not really that phased about. Like, that was the bigger heights, and she didn't really even mind about the banks. So I basically just do the banks because I'm like, well, we still need to practice them anyway. This was our last course of the day. So I just wanted to get her bowling along, and this was more of a question down here because it's quite close to home. Because she definitely over that jump was a bit like, oh, I want to go back to my mate, but then coming around here again, and she was just like on the job, focused, and very much loving her jumping, like with that one there. It's just so nice in the fact that we've been trying to get her going for so long, and it just finally feels like things are coming together, it definitely is a good thing to ask yourself why. Like, why are they acting like this? Why are they having these issues? And thank you so much for watching. I'm the Venting Cannon. Bye.